Oh, what's that smell? It is a question one Mentor neighborhood has been asking for years. They say they've called local officials to look into the horrific stench, but they say nothing's been done. Now they're fed up and they want it fixed, so they reached out to News 5 for help.
News 5's Nadine Abusada joins us live from the Woodhill subdivision with what she's learned. Nadine, I couldn't imagine living like this.
Oh, 100%. Now, right now, I don't smell anything just yet, but we're standing at the intersection of Richards Drive and Lenore. Residents tell me they believe the smell comes from manholes like this one. They say it happens early in the morning or in the afternoon after work when they say people are using their utilities. But they describe it as something no one should have to endure.
It smells like.
That's how those who live in the Woodhill subdivision describe a stench that fills their streets every week.
It's disgusting. It's worse some days than others. It's so bad some days, it's like it'll knock you over and take your breath away.
Shane Burgosh moved into his home in October, and it didn't take long for him to catch a whiff.
And you're like, oh, it's not just in my house, at my house, it's throughout the neighborhood.
It smells more like a sewer smell.
Dennis Ryan has lived in the neighborhood for more than 2 decades and says he's been dealing with the smell for the past 4 years.
It's not understanding it, hoping it would go away, hoping it would relinquish itself, you know?
Dennis tells News 5 when he first noticed it, he reached out to the sewer company, but felt his concerns were dismissed.
They came out 2 minutes, they checked it, and they said, oh no, it's flowing underneath the street, it's fine.
Then Shane moved in and started making calls to the city, the county, the sewer district, and even the EPA. Some told him they didn't even know it was an issue.
I started the petition only because when I started to call the county, they told me it's not an issue. I'm the only person that's ever called. This is Mike's house and John's house. They both get it very bad here.
So far, Shane has collected 22 signatures.
There are manhole covers here, which the smell does come out of.
They believe the problem is the old infrastructure to the sewer underneath their homes.
They've built a number of new subdivisions around us that have tied into the main line, so I think it's just overloaded. It's not getting pumped through. It's just gravity fed so that sewage sits in these lines.
News 5 reached out to the city and they responded with the following. Something was reported to us in the area about 5 to 6 years ago, but nothing recently that I'm aware of. They added that they would look further into the issue.
I had my family over on Easter. We were sitting on my back porch. We had to go inside. It was so bad. So, like, you know, how are you supposed to enjoy your property, your home, with your friends, with your family?
Has it gotten to the point that you've thought about moving out of your house or selling it?
As crazy as it is to think, because I moved in October of 2024, yes, I've definitely thought about that, yes.
It's that bad.
It's that bad.
As Shane considers moving if nothing changes, those who live here say they just want the smell gone.
We want it fixed. That's, at the end of the day, we want it fixed.
We don't really ask for much around here. We never had anything like this before. Just, you know, get to the bottom of it, admit you were wrong, fix the problem, find out what's going on.
Now, not far from where I'm standing, down this sidewalk behind these houses is a marsh. There is also a water treatment facility in the area, but the residents tell us they don't believe that either of those are the source of the problem. Now, when we did reach out to the city, they say the county has a program that usually investigates issues like this one. We reached out to the county and we have yet to hear back. So we are going to stay on top of this story and follow through to make sure that the problem does get fixed. Now, the reason we learned about this story is because of a tip. You guys reached out to us and told us what was going on in your community. Reach out to us. Go to our website. There's our email if you have any issues that you think we should look into. News5Cleveland.com. Reporting in Mentor, Nadine Abusada, News 5.
Well, you would think someone would be able to at least figure out the source of the problem. Hopefully they get the answers that they need. Thanks, Nadine.